buckaroos, what's going on? I'm here to bring you Loud and DFM. If you missed what just happened, we just watched R7 make it to the next stage of the tourney where they face off against the Golden Guardians. First time LLA have won a best of series, and now it's time for Brazil to take on Japan. Does DFM take on Loud? I'm intrigued by what we're going to see, because Loud were very scrappy in their game against G2, and DFM, they kind of were a bit subdued in their series against PSG. They felt like they got slowed down and burnt out quick. Anyway, draft-wise, obviously expect to see the Annies, the Cannons. Lucian obviously is one to be banned out. Vi also is a big thing that's been banned out during this tourney. So here in this best of 3, I dare say we'll probably see adaptation as it goes on, but I'm intrigued as to what gets banned out through game 1, because Lucian makes sense. Olaf kind of has been banned out a lot as a top lane pick. And so I do want to have some interest in the top side, because Robo, or Robbo, whatever you want to call his name, Robo, felt very muted by Broken Blade in the G2 series, and hasn't really been able to show too much. Now, the bans so far lead me to see, well, it's left a lot on the table. You've got Zaya. You're definitely going to get either Kennen or Annie. Both have actually been left up here. If you're Loud, you need to take away one of these big picks. I think you'll probably go for the Annie more so than the Kennen, because you can probably leave Robbo on a safe tank top. Instead, Maokai prefaced. This is intriguing, because DFM can easily go Ken and Annie here, and then get a Viego third rotation. That just sounds like a broken comp already if DFM go for it. They might not. The Annie is being hovered. No, the Ari is being hovered, instead locked in. I would prefer the Kennen and the Annie. Just lock it in. This also shows you to me that Annie and Kennen aren't in the wheelhouse of DFM. So now Loud get the free rotation if they want to go for it. They go for the wombo combo. Instead, Aphelios makes sense for it here, because you cannot realistically get it in the second rotation if you don't get it now. So as draft continues to move forward, I mean, my draft expectations are skewed by the fact that Annie and Kennen are huge ban priorities. I expect them to be locked in if they're not on the ban list. And right now, they're probably looking to be picked up. Well, they definitely will only be able to be picked up by Loud. What am I on about? What is happening? Draft. Please don't be a series where they don't hit the bans. Like, just be that one random best of where a champion that's 100% expected or 100% pick ban rate gets destroyed due to these two teams being incapable of playing them. That's going to be the only way I feel that this game gets ruined. And there we go. Bit weird. I knocked my headphones out of the jack. Shotgun. This is so bizarre. My draft expectations are completely being blown out the water by this series. And what can we see picked up here? That's a lot of safety gone away from that Felios. So there's Braum that can provide some safety to Felios. Kennen pick up here for Toltu's a tank player. Sion's up. Yeah, that makes sense. Kennen's gonna slip through bans. And picks. There you go. I mean, that actually makes sense. I forgot it's Toltu on this DFM side. So yeah, Kennen will always make it through bans by them. Or for Loud, I should say. Obviously expect tanks out of him. Now, and he's still up. That's Swain. It's annoying. Rip skins. Yep, this is the first series. The big picks have been let through. So, right now, draft-wise... I favor DFM's draft so much more. Yeah. This is a lot of damage on the DFM side of Rift. They want to fight, whereas Loud just want to sustain through you and hope you don't have enough damage. DFM have just said, okay, you want to survive all our Jinx damage and the buff she gets from Lulu, all the Ahri damage. Well, how about some spears? Can you deal with them? And I'm going to be honest, what do Loud build for their tanks? Because it's insane. You can tell this is a Loud game. I'm messing around with my food right now. I think we're gonna get some scrappiness early. Look at all the burbs. The crows coming out for the Swain. You can definitely tell who the crowd has come for today. Spear lands. Another one. Looking at the summoners right now. Bit surprised it's Conqueror. Actually, no, not. It is unsealed spellbook on this Ahri. big thing to note. Not electrocute. Obviously understanding how much bulk Swain will have. So having a bit of ability to switch to likes of the ignite will mean she can possibly deal with him a bit more. As wow. Swain is doing work. Also, interestingly, no deep wards placed by either team into the enemy's jungle. So as a whole, this is quite interesting. Oh! Great spear. Thing is about this, Nidalee's behind. She's gonna get on top of the tree. Oh, nearly. DFM. Starting to make this game scrappy. So we watch this again. W procs all the gargoyles, stone plating. There's bot side. Oh, Spear's gonna have to be flashed. Good play from Loud to get a kill. So, top side, just gonna be a nothing matchup. A lot of pressure has been put down bot. God, my eye is so fucking painful right now. It's itchy. Oh. It burns. Keep forgetting to do it, not gonna lie. But, this game's interesting with how it can turn out. Nidalee is kind of a feast or famine champion in this game, because she needs to get the kills in order to be this, like, big threat. And as of right now, she has won. But look at the team she's going to be facing into. you've got a lot of bulk as, yikes. An English joke, love it. My eye. So, Nas probably going to have to ult here. He's walking into it. Yeah. Yeah, knew he had to. Oh. Good escape there by Robo. Oh! So, I'm trying to understand the map state right now with what is going on. Essentially, both teams are wanting to play for this Herald, hence why supports have roamed up. Bot lanes are going to stay 1v1 for the time being, because obviously, of course they are. They want to secure themselves some pressure. Now, because Herald was started by Loud here, and DFM are like, we're not going to try and contest it. They've gone bot side. It's good respect out from route as he's able to back away, concede minions and a lot of turret plating to this thing. But basically, you minimize the threat that DFM have here, Loud, and you get the Herald for yourselves to place at a later time. But the thing is here, Steel's constantly fishing with these spears and like hovering around his bot lane, which is a surprise that he stayed so long. And as such, instead of like going for the Drake, which he could have probably got then, essentially he's just behind in tempo and allowed Croc to come down to the bot side, check the Drake, see nothing's been started, clear a bit of vision as well, and well, no, he didn't, but vision has cleared around this objective, shall we say, and if I was DFM, I'd be starting to get worried, because that front line of Loud is very, very tanky. At this stage, it's susceptibly tanky, as they've got a lot of HP as a good flash out from the Swain to avoid the knock-up that's, well, the Sion Q provides. Obviously, Sion did ult in front of him to get that flash, so it's a trade of ult for flash. Oh, the spears. He's not landed that many, but the ones he has have done chunks. Like that. It's you can tell many have been casting the LEC all year, because that's all we get whenever Harold's dropped is the wars, and the fact that we still get it here in the UK, that's a good thing. Loud, I think, have had the best crowd support during MSI this year so far. I mean, they had better crowd support than a home team in G2. But right now, I'm thinking that crowd's going to erupt. Because this game still feels Loud favored. And yeah, good steal. Coming from the side, I mean, Leona's probably going to die. But Root is able to get a kill. Good lockdown. And Udipon's down. Yeah. Tanky boys for Loud. Just doing work. It's clean. Because you don't need to... You build the tanky stats. And you're very, very hard to kill. I like it from Loud this game. And, you know, essentially, DFM have no damage that can realistically be threatening. It's just a fact. Nearly gets rooted. Lulu is unable to use the wild growth. And he doesn't even throw it out. She doesn't have it. It's on cooldown. Because she puts it onto Udipon last second. That seems a bit wasteful from Harp. We didn't use it effectively. As Udipon just gets bursted regardless with it on him. And now... he's gonna mega. I'm actually surprised Aria's ahead in gold right now. That's a good W buffer from Nah. Able to do so much damage here. Misses that boulder. But he's timing these Qs well. Oh. Finally, DFM get a gank that's favorable to them. So that's basically a 1-for-1 in the extended fight. Loud got the Herald on top of that as well. I'm surprised that Swain hasn't gone for a... He's probably going to go... what's it called? Zhonya's next. In his build path. Just so you can use the ultimate. Go and Vunt. Tank as much damage as you need while you heal in that status still. I would honestly think he'll probably go for stopwatch next. And with this Herald drop bot side, DFM are just gonna get tempo. Don't let the Herald crash into that turret is nice. They get they're probably gonna guarantee themselves a tier 2 turret crash. And the fact that the bot lane for DFM have kind of been pushed away from their turret. There's gonna be a few turret plates, or turrets I should say, falling in the next few seconds. Maokai ult comes through. Aww. Clean combo from out there to kill off the Jinx. Using your ults together, granted, but she's unable to escape. Sion's forced to ult away. It's just well played overall by Loud this game. Oh! That's an overstep. Rocket lands. Maokai can protect this. TP coming in again. Nas here. He's almost going to mega out. It doesn't even matter. As Lulu's down. Oh, yikes. Great W. I'm told too. They're on the wrong side of the map. They're not going to be able to like defend their base. Yeah, this is a lot like the last DFM series. They just have been like neutered this game. The comp feels so weird. Just Maokai W gets onto Harp, unable to protect himself. That W was so clean there. Baron up. Loud are playing smart. They're getting into this red side jungle and are trying to set up the deep vision. This is completely different to the last game, by the way, where wards weren't set up well. And here, the fact that we see Loud constantly stepping forward, that's a yikes. But I like this from Loud. They're stepping forward, they're getting control of areas in the map, and not allowing Loud, well, not allowing DFM to get in. Because now, Baron should be pretty easy to be trolled by Loud. No wards have been put in the pit. And I mean, I like this turn from Loud because they are a lot bulkier and can deal with it. Toll 2 was forced to flash a few seconds ago. And yeah, he's dead. Ghost was used. That's the dead in Italy. Baron's down. This feels so good by Loud, honestly. They're not giving anything to DFM. And DFM just seem like they've done nothing in this tournament so far. It's kind of sad. Did I even predict the series? I think I did. I'm just gonna check this, fuck it. I don't care. Okay, we did. We predicted we did predict Loud. Okay. I'm not watching game 2 yet. I'm all over the place. It's a bit silly goofy right now. So, here we go. I'm intrigued by the build that Swain's gone right now. I think he's gone Rylai's. Yes, he has second. I like it. You stop the... Jinx doesn't have Ghost, so... That's huge damage. The music's already playing. This is so good by Loud, this game. That was just clean destruction. Game 2, let's go. I'm not taking any breaks. It's a draft. Here we go. Exactly the same. But DFM have gone to blue. I like that. Gragas. So, Loud going back to comfort. The same 2 picks they had from game 1. I'm intrigued to see what they pair alongside it. DFM definitely need to make more changes than just a Gragas coming in. I think you need an engaged support. Because game 1, it felt very hard to play. So Jinx gets pulled through. If you go Lulu here, I don't like it. Viego makes some sense. Gives you a carry jungle that's AD. Makes it so that Tol2's AP damage, even if he does build tanky, is a lot more impactful. So here, Loud making changes. I like it. You give Aphelios some more safety, and you kind of are looking at DFM like, if you don't go for a engaged support here, Leona or Nort, wait, Nort's banned, would be nice. Leona probably should be picked up here. Lulu good ban. So yeah, DFM are going to be forced to go with an engaged support, which I like. Unless they go Renata with a bit of disengage. But No. I definitely want to see something engagey for DFM. Owens might just pick Ari right here and face Lissandra. Regardless. Nah, though. Nine to Gragas is intriguing. But, in theory, with how the Gnar was played game one, the stuns that were thrown out were pretty impactful. He was able to get on the back line quite often. Like, in the minimalistic fights we saw. DFM needs some safety in some regards for this Jinx, and some bursts in the mid lane, and an engage tanky support kind of covers off quite a bit of the needs for DFM. The engage is quite limited with a Viego jungle, so having a Leona to lock up a target allows Viego a bit of an easier time to get on top of them. Silas is good. I like that. Now, what do we see to round out Loud's draft? Cassio. It's good. Cassio actually does a lot of work into Silas. You put him in Yasmin down, it also does work against Leona. Actually, a lot of DFM squad get find it a bit difficult to deal with that Cassio, because they all want to go forward at you. So if you play your Petrifying Gaze attempt perfectly, you have Miasma then to follow up and make it so that your Gnar can get on top and just stop them from getting away. It's so many AoE stuns on this Loud side that it's going to be hard for DFM, I feel, to do work here. And as a whole, I'm very much intrigued by if Gragas can have an impact. Here we go. Game 2. The standard fan. We're not seeing anything special. That is such a zoomed out map, by the way. Like, it feels so... I wished we had the LEC map. I wish I could earn some rewards, you know? Because, spoiler alert, I've been stuck at work while the games have been happening. Kind of sad, honestly. But anyway, Ruin-wise, this is intriguing. As a whole, nothing very surprising in them runes. And as a whole, it's just pretty cool, to be honest. Anyway, cool start for the Aphelios versus just a Doran's Blade for Jinx. I'm surprised by this. I think I'd prefer Jinx to have a cool her, because you're definitely going to be just sat farming. Oh, good play. Essentially, how you play this bot lane matchup is whenever Leona goes in on you with the Zenith Blade, you just flare back and stop her from getting close to you. It's a good old thing you can do as Thresh. As top side, Fleet Footwork gets the healing back up for Nah. Nah's quite tanky if you think about it. Once he gets level 3 here, he's closing in on it. Two more minions here for Nah will hit level 3. And now, as soon as he jumps on him, you have to think about this. The gank would come through, but Croc will not get this. Play to himself. That's a lot of damage from Cassio early. She's burning all her mana though to do it. Kind of a surprise. No, I was almost gonna Mega. The good thing about what Gragas is doing, he's holding a wave outside the turret, meaning Nah can't get Mega. That was clever by Toll 2. Hook goes wide. This crowd is mental. The good thing here is Cassio has got Doran's ring, so she can kind of freeze the wave a little bit easily. Like, we saw her just use so much mana to kind of force Arya to have to TP back to lane. And so now that she's frozen it a little bit more outside her turret range, it means that essentially she can use the mana a bit more sparingly and regen it. And because she can do that with the Twin Fangs as well, you have to just think about this as a whole clan. Good flay. Hook. Oh, they put the control warden on the lantern. So there was no way for Root to get away. DFM playing well. So, after somehow surviving the first game, staying awake, this game is a lot more interesting than what we saw as my... What has happened to the audio? Can you hear this? Yes, you can. There we go. There we go. You can hear it now. Anyway. Nah's dead. That's a Mega Gnar if needed. Doesn't even need to. Good play. From Arya.
options for Robo when it came to getting closer to the tower. He kind of forced him closer to the wall, which indirectly forced him closer to Arya, making it then easier to find that kill. Well played from DFM, told to. You're seeing the difference when he gets his hands on his comfort champion. He's doing so well in the matchup this time around.
He's lost one game out of 12 on this champ this year. As you say, incredibly comfortable. Maybe lucky number 13 for DFM. A win here, of course, would even out this series.
So, this game is very interesting. As bot side obviously want to farm. A lot of farming, to be honest. They've gone for calls second or first in a Loud's case. And are now just trying to slow play. I'm surprised Cole got picked up quite late for DFM. Because there's an 40 CS difference on the calls. And that kind of leads me to think that Jinx will be hitting her full stacks around third Drake. Like 10 minutes from now. Or 5, I mean. Yeah, third Drake. Because it'll be 2 minutes before. Yeah. Third Drake. Now's getting out of this. He's almost going to mega. The rocket got him. Wow.
Wow, Udapon, I wasn't expecting the rocket to come from downtown. DFM's bot lane looking much more comfortable this time round.
And now that makes bot lane a bit harder for Loud. Because Jinx is getting kills across the map.
I was surprised that Toltu would choose to flash away. I looked at that 2v2 and I said, this is the way that Viego Gragas is going to lose that one. But it seems like that after a little bit of skirmishing, DFM realized the same thing. And were able to find a good trade. They walk away with
Good play overall from DFM. They're finally turning up on the international stage. They've been very quiet here in game 1. Game 2 here. Good dodge on the petrifying gaze. Gonna get a Conqueror procced up. And yeah. I think the important thing to note is Loud are definitely losing in the mid lane. Silas is having a hard time getting in on the wave. And with Seos hovering here, Arya's definitely got to play with a bit more respect. Anyway, Drake's up in a minute. Good hook.
When you get those early gold leads, it can make a big difference in getting those early item spikes. And now you look at it with the Dragon spawning in about 40 seconds. In an ideal world, Udapon could get his Gale Force as well, but likely hasn't had the time for that now. The Everfrost in Arya's possession, it should be enough for DFM to gain control over this river.
Not going to spot the back. It's not even Ocean Soul. This game. So, as a whole, just looking at how this is being played right now, Loud gonna use Herald Crack open mid to try and get this Drake. And with what Loud are doing right now, they're not even moving to it. They're instead just looking to push out waves and just survive. As Hex Soul is what these teams are fighting for. That's pretty good. Oh, now it's going to get some turret plating. Thanks to the demolition proc. Gnarl, perfectly timed. But Flash burn, they're going under. They got Flash, that's a good thing. Oh. They're gonna get some turret plates here onto Euphalios, that's good. So the great thing about having minions dematerialize is Gale Force is placed well. That's a great Soul Flare. Healing coming through from the Severum. Loud, get away. Oh, Leona's gone too far. She's dead. That's a great play out from Loud to get that kill. Because Cassio killed the Blast Splint, so there was no escape route for Hub. And now, 4v5, they're getting kills. Steel's down. So is Unipon. What? That's just a misplay out from DFM.
He was not planning on going over that wall. A great flash from Croc drags him with him, and then Tino actually destroys the blast cone before Harp gets an opportunity to use it and get away to safety, which means that a man down allows you an opportunity to re-engage. So it all starts with a good setup.
I mean, this is a good pick. Obviously, Gale Force was great from route to kind of avoid the initial follow-up. But this is just great play from Croc. Flashing as soon as the E touches him. Bye-bye, Blast Cone. And yeah. Yeah, Maokai into the hook. Kills Steel, and then Maokai with Aphelios kills Jinx. This is just as good play. And Steel keeping the team in it.
Sometimes you just have to accept someone is dead. And right there, DFM throwing good after that. It seems losing a couple of members and now landing with a gold lead, Betty. Almost 1,000 gold ahead.
That turret's falling as well. Oh, Loud somehow managed to get themselves back into this. Cassio scales incredibly hard in this game. It's going to be a difficult one if you're DFM to deal with it. She's gone Rod of Ages and not Leandri, so the burn is non-existent. Harold going to be picked up here by Loud. Robo will have Mega. You can't fight this if you're DFM. That's a good hook. Gnarl gonna be dodged by the Viego. They managed to catch the Aphelios. But Jinx is down. DFM win out on the fight.
Skirmish where Loud got a bunch of kills, I was getting concerned for DFM. It would be another affair of DFM floundering their early game advantage and Loud being able to win out on the team fights. But this bodes well for DFM as they
Drake's on the table here.
Assets start to come through for steal. Arya can steal away a good ultimate, and these team fights are still very.
Are we gonna get another fight this soon?
You have so many resets. You've got the get excited from Udapon as well. If you can kill the first player, the rest of
Excuse me.
very much starts going in your favor.
I'm very cold right now.
Do that as well. They have the ability to isolate someone with the solar flare, with the explosive cast, lock them up, bring them back.
Good hook. They've caught a Gragas.
Stepping a little bit too far forward.
Force the cask, but he's dead. Nars running you down.
Robo in the end does manage to secure the kill. The chase continues. The Nature's Guard
They got him with Nature's Grass. Aw.
but Robo has the Gnar.
Flash out from Viego.
A bad situation manages to escape with the lantern route up to
Felius is
is being isolated
alone.
by Steel, but in the end can just walk away to the rest of his team. Arya's on his way here as the pings come out. Four Loud
Harold's dropped.
in the mid lane. DFM trying to keep the tempo of the game up, trying to keep Loud away.
Good hook.
But Seos lands the hook, half played back. Seos
But the damage from Arya.
buys him just a second.
Not even gonna kill the Thresh. Never mind. You're the target now. You're dead. Oh, great petrifying gaze.
The shutdown going out as Udapon will fall as well. And Loud absolutely decimates the fight.
It looks like a good opportunity for DFM. The re-engage looks promising, but
Loud get caught and die.
and
Pretty
Loud
bad
with the victorious
overall
fight,
for them.
putting them in a fantastic position to 2-0 the series.
And this is looking clean.
This will be another dragon going into the back pocket of Loud. Another one team fight going to Loud, and the fans are erupting.
It's not done yet, but you can hear the elation.
Who do Loud face next?
CBLOL
Is it PSG?
won a best of series as Seos finds
Oh!
away from the blast.
The flay and the hook combo.
Steel trying to get away. The
He's dead.
boomerang hits him in the backside and ends his
Wow.
coming up in 30 seconds, Betty.
That's a 30-second death timer for Steel.
Such a good play.
It would be ambitious
Bye.
for Loud to force it.
Seos.
Why not? They see how strong Tinones is. When you have a Phalios and Cassio, your ability to melt
The game's just swung
incredibly fast.
massively. It's been a common trend, game swinging, isn't it? Here at the MSI tournament.
The jungle as well. There are still
And what we're seeing right now,
I think they're doing it. 1 second. Tinones. He's gonna
Baron
Baron up immediately.
Nars away Arya. That's
already going.
fourth fight begins. The super
Jinx Rocket's gonna spot this.
TP already from Tulsa. They know
But it's burning! It's so quick.
they are called to a battle in the river. But
And it gone.
secured the Baron, and maybe they'll just look to get out. They can retreat instead.
Aphelios has so many chakram stacks. Viego's gonna just die.
Down. Another will fall as told to.
Look how many he has in his back pocket. Jesus Christ.
Clean up the fight.
Loud get everything that they could want, and DFM is falling apart. They had a good early game, but the skirmishes did
DFM have just lost it.
small mistakes that Loud have been very quick to punish, and the confidence from this Loud squad is something that cannot be taken down. They began the round without hesitation. Look at the miasma to cut off the entrance. The Maokai ultimate as well.
There was no way in.
Desperate as he and Utapon tried to find a pick onto Root. Root just forces Utapon out of the fight completely.
Good flash, honestly.
Sidesteps the Heartbreaker. And with all of the shurikens lying in wait, Root walks away victorious. Loud walk away victorious, and Loud are looking to 2-0 DFM and get their revenge from World last year.
The addition of Root, in fact, transforms the landscape against DFM, it seems. Loud now just have to cross their team.
Now watch the demo proc top side.
Saw this in the last game as well.
It's gonna get it. Boop.
Top side dealing with Toll 2. DFM
This base is looking pretty juicy if you're Loud right now.
inhibitors will be the line of
How do you contest Loud right if you're DFM right now? Because you have
two items on Udapon. DFM have the tools in
very little
their opposing men. The question
in their kit right now to lock someone up because they've just been countered so hard. Oh,
is just feeling himself right now. So he's gonna go back in, but they
Nah is ahead and he's making them his presence known.
now
Everything's just dying.
Stolen away, perhaps that's their last hope of defense here for DFM. One moment between them and elimination from MSI 2023. One moment for someone to show their caliber. DFM still defending 8,000 gold behind now as their inhibitor in the mid lane pools.
Cloud are playing patiently
So,
once more with a convincing goal advantage.
this is Doom. I can't really break down much of this,
Ready to support whoever needs it, knowing
because you can't say what do DFM do in the next game, because there is no next game in this current state. There needs to be
towers secured in favor of Loud.
just a miracle pick. Miracle pick turns into a Baron
Power play. The Dragons
and win.
minutes time.
That's the only way I see DFM winning this.
Significant damage.
There's no
DFM, they're on that
nothing that they're showing me where they can win.
If they aren't able to find a miracle now, their journey at MSI 2023 will be over.
See Loud starting to prepare for the final fight. Tin owns
Okay.
stopwatch knows buying a little bit of time can be difference maker. Root on his way to a third item.
Just look at the. They're just gonna clear this division out,
Seconds time would only be so pointless for them. They're not going to sniff
and there's no way.
DFM backs against the wall, backs against the rope. Arya, perhaps a little bit overextended. A little darkness looms. Rock looms, Seos looms, but the rest of the team really aren't there to follow up. Robo looking for a little bit of damage. The Shreddia's coming out of
The
the
damage.
chase down. Solar player used.
Gravitum's not gonna land, but Naro could. Stopwatch burn.
In the mid lane, start to do their work on their opposing.
And Loud, they don't care about this Drake. They're just pushing.
Still up if they wanted it, but instead they look for that play down towards the bottom lane. Unicorn will deal with the mid lane. And now
Robo's been playing well this game. It's completely different to what we saw in his previous series. He wasn't pressured as hard this game.
Now Loud have a few options here. They could either try and
TP,
start playing through top side, play through
I thought I just saw.
set up another 4-1 and slowly siege into the base, or they can just wait for the Baron. They can still maintain this pressure, but they don't have to overcommit. They just chip away at the towers as they wait for the Baron to respawn, which I think is the slower, safer play.
Never mind.
Oh,
then his blade goes in, the hook goes down, and Hearts
Good
immediately
cask.
against the wall. Dinar coming out as well. Dragon will fall, steals away one, gets the hook back in. As Toll 2 looks for a re-engage with the petrifying gaze.
But Aphelios is just doing damage.
The cleanse comes out though, and now
He has white gun.
3 members of Loud, and they will shut him out.
Yeah,
On falls as well. As
that's
they
game.
see the win in their eyes.
Loud do not hesitate for a second. Even without Croc, they're able to find a fantastic fight. And it's the carries for Loud that come up clutch. They're looking to 2-0 DFM and claim their revenge.
In 2022, it was DFM that denied Loud their shot in the World's Group. Well, it seems like revenge is a dish best served cold as Loud will face PSG tomorrow. They want a little bit more. They don't want to let DFM
So I guess we'll do predictions now, because that was pretty clean from Loud against DFM. I mean, DFM, really didn't do much here at Worlds so far. I just realized that's Frankie. They've had Yinsu on hosting, and now Frankie. This is nice. This is cool to like see a lot of British talent. Like Frankie's been pulled into the LEC quite a lot. I like it. She provides a different tone to the interviewing. Obviously, we have Law normally, but she's going into hosting a lot more. It's nice what the LEC is doing, honestly. Anyway, tomorrow, R7 Golden Guardians, Loud PSG, R7, GG, and then Loud. Who was it? PSG. Oh, this is going to be hard to predict. Yeah, I did get it right. Let's do it. So, as a whole, that series there that we just saw really didn't tell me much. Like, PSG just have been... Not PSG. DFM have just been so... As I've been saying all day, poor this tourney. Whereas, Loud, they put a good showing against G2, even though they lost 2-0. I felt some strength from that squad in parts of the game. So I think this one's the easier one to predict. I don't know if it specifies, I doubt it. But I have to say, it's chaotic versus slow and steady. I was falling asleep in the PSG series. I just expect Loud to make it chaotic and make PSG struggle in their style. Now, Golden Guardians R7 came out with a miracle win today. Probably no one expected them to beat GAM. But, trying to hit 2. There we go. 2. I want to say 1. I think Golden Guardians will win. It's a hard one to predict. Golden Guardians stepped up against BLG, let's be honest. No one really expected them to get a game. But they looked very good. And as such, kind of have to give them the win here. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this, leave a like down below. Subscribe new if you want to. I'm definitely live again tomorrow. Probably later on. And I probably will have already watched the series. Yikes. I'm definitely going to be watching them live. So I can get some rewards for MSI. But yeah, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below.